If you could focus on the things in your life that provide you the most value for your time in work or in life, wouldn't you want to focus on that as much as possible? And if you could do that, imagine cutting your workload in half and doubling your productivity. Wouldn't that be such an adaptable and abundant concept? Well, I'm glad that everybody is here today so that we can review the 80/20 rule. Less is more. Now, I was reading this book that was titled The 80/20 Principle: Achieve More by Doing Less. Everybody wants to do that. Everybody would like to wake up in 5 minutes, conquer 100 emails, and be done for the rest of the day and go cruising and have a great rest of the day. That would be phenomenal. But that's not necessarily what the 80/20 rule is all about. You see, there was this guy named Wilfredo Pareto in Italy who, in the 1900s, he started realizing that 80% of Italy was owned by only 20% of investors. And he started to think, if that is the case, that only 20% of the population is owning around 80% of the real estate, how much more is this concept in other areas of life? And because of this, he started to really look at the numbers. Is 20% of the products that a business have generating 80% of the returns? Why is business not focusing on those 20% of products? In real life, if you're having issues with a lot of friends and family, is it a lot of friends and family, or is it 20% are considered the bad apples? And if we understand that logic, we should technically start to automatically allocate in our heads, well, if these people are generating 80% of my problems, wouldn't it be a little bit easier to just get rid of them? That should be the case. What ends up happening is that we simply are ignorant and we don't know this concept, how powerful it is. And since today we are discussing adaptability, I thought it's actually pretty cool because we can start thinking about our own life and seeing where can we start applying this principle. In my case, when I was going to college, I was going to school full time and I was working full time. I did not have that much time to barely sleep or study. Sometimes I had to make a decision: do I want to sleep or do I want to study? And I didn't have the flexibility